If your smart mirror suddenly activates while the room is empty, do not stand in front of it for too long. This case began with a reflection appearing several seconds before the actual person entered the room, involving a wall-mounted smart mirror. Connected to a home automation system, it displayed weather notifications, calendar reminders, and motion-activated lighting in the bedroom. The owner had installed the device only 2 weeks earlier and reported no technical issues until the first unexplained activation at 4:12 a.m. Security logs confirmed the bedroom remained completely empty, yet the display triggered its facial recognition, showing the message, "Good morning, Daniel." Investigators initially suspected a sensor malfunction until surveillance revealed something impossible several seconds before the homeowner physically entered the room. The mirror already displayed his reflection. Motion analysis confirmed that the reflected figure moved independently, adjusting its posture while the hallway remained empty. 6 seconds later, the homeowner entered the room, performing almost identical movements to the reflection previously shown on the screen. Logs identified the figure as a perfect biometric match, despite no corresponding body being physically present during the initial activation. The homeowner discovered the anomaly while reviewing footage after several additional incidents where delays gradually increased to nearly 20 seconds. In several cases, the movements no longer matched perfectly. One recording showed the reflection turning its head while the homeowner was still facing forward. Investigators found no evidence of video editing or software corruption. Timestamps remained internally consistent across all connected devices. Online discussions uncovered similar reports involving interactive displays, elevator panels, and even inactive black smartphone screens. Users described reflections blinking independently, smiling inappropriately, or continuing to move after the viewer had already stopped. One case involved a woman whose mirror displayed her standing behind herself. The second reflection disappeared only after she turned around. Security footage confirmed the duplicate image remained visible for nearly 4 additional seconds after she had already left the room. Analysts theorized the incidents involved latency, until forensic review identified that affected mirrors appeared to predict movement rather than delay it. Reflections consistently initiated actions moments before the subjects. This theory intensified after a homeowner attempted unpredictable behavior. He suddenly raised his right arm, but the reflection had already lifted its arm approximately half a second earlier. The subject stepped backward in panic, while the reflected figure remained motionless for several moments before slowly copying the retreat. Investigators noticed that the reflection never seemed surprised by the mismatch. Distressing incidents then emerged involving sleep tracking systems. Users woke to find bathroom displays active, showing silhouette outlines standing near the sink even though the rooms were empty. One man noticed his reflection occasionally continued subtle movement after he became still. The delay increased nightly, eventually reaching 3 full seconds. During the final incident, the man stopped moving entirely while staring into the mirror, yet the reflection continued the rhythmic movement of breathing. Another case involved a smart fitness mirror. A second human outline appeared faintly behind the user, visible only within the mirrored display. Playback logs revealed the secondary figure appeared intermittently, moving closer over time. Frame enhancement suggested it lacked a stable facial structure. Technicians reviewing the footage reported recurring dreams involving reflective surfaces, dark hallways and mirrored rooms extending infinitely in all directions. Most incidents occurred between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., often in inactive rooms, escalating after subjects observed their reflections for extended periods. Some proposed the mirrors were processing information outside normal temporal synchronization, rendering future or alternate states before reality aligned. A recovered internal log referenced unexplained predictive recognition events where software initiated tracking prior to subject visibility. The final documented incident occurred in a lab. The device activated independently while covered entirely with opaque blackout material. Technicians removed the covering to find the mirror already active, showing a live reflection of the lab with one impossible detail. A human figure stood behind the lead technician, although the actual room behind him remained empty. Witnesses reported the reflected figure slowly raising one hand toward the glass before the mirror screen abruptly shut down. Forensic recovery later extracted corrupted frames. In the final image, the reflected figure appeared alone in the laboratory, facing the camera directly. Enhancement specialists isolated faint text generated automatically beneath the frame. Secondary user acknowledged. The archive concludes. The reflections are not delayed copies. They appear first because the mirrors recognize something approaching before the person themselves arrives.